Good evening, folks. It's good to finally be back doing videos, and most importantly, a better, more secure place to actually do videos and whatnot, where I can, bang as much as I want to and not be worried about it. Tonight, I thought I would kick off the New Year video instructional with a bunch of practice stuff to take from the John Joe Kelly solo. A long time ago, I did the John Joe Kelly breakdown, but the problem is his solo evolves over time. And most importantly, every little section of it is incredibly useful in learning how to warm up or to learn some sort of new technique. And the one that I want to focus on very specifically for today, is the part where, as he's finished out of the jig stuff. So when he's all done, we're all done this part, all that stuff. Like we're out of this. He's now into the fours. So he's now. Sort of thing where you're getting like the 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of thing. And what I want to do for today is the part where he's gone through a whole bunch of his interesting little side steps and then comes back to his main core thing of start going into the roll there. But then he starts the whole descending thing from all over again. That happens all over again. And it's how to get around to doing it. So really, really slowly, the first part of breaking this down is that you need to have that you're moving. Get the basic swing in there first. That's pretty easy. Next part, as you're doing it, start rolling in the triplet, but do it as the double-ended fusion sort of a hit. So instead of you can't really get that because you have no extra upswing energy. It's all being taken from here. So you want to, instead of going like that, you want like that. Same thing as like if you're learning in carry. And I am going to do this with the double-ended as well, because a lot of you don't like the baby grip and a lot of you don't use the single-end stuff. So there's going to be two of this in here. But for right now, for those of you who are single-end and dowel tipper users, this is what I find is helpful. So we got this. This is what the next part that evolves. You want this to come back because that's what he's developed. He's turned it into like that. What you want to get in is that pattern, that so you're going to include that on the hit down in the triplet. So what you're going to have is, and I'll try to do it slowly if I can. Something like that. So because as you roll it and as you come back up, you're hitting, there's the pop, and then you're going to have to continue that same set of rolls. So as you're rolling, and it's weird because it has this sort of a statement and roll effect. So you're going. So to break it down a little further into an exercise, try this out. You're gonna get it started. roll it up. And then begin to try to get used to the descending aspect of it. And it's sort of difficult to explain how you come back from that and keeping the beats in there. Because as you come up, it's like that. It's like you hit it and then it does that at the bottom. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It's very hard for me to explain it because your body just adjusts to it. And this is where having a good, stiff, dense wood helps, because that way it skips easier off. So nothing like oak or anything. You want something hard. Snakewood is a really good one, or this one, which is my Lignum Vitae one. So we got speed up. That a bit like a dance hall stuff. Like that. And then you're going to finish it off with a descending hit. That's it in slow motion. All you're doing is just keeping your hand there. You're hitting above, up here, right there, then below. This hand doesn't move really until you're descending. Okay. And the whole point is to get it so that, like John Joe Kelly, you're learning how to control the descent and keep the bass and then come back up. But instead of having, he's not doing that. He's hitting it on every single accent of it. It's hard. I'm also using a tiny little 14-inch drum. I think if you have anything of a 15 or bigger, you're going to have a way easier time at this. But that's the idea. I'm hitting a lot of the rim from here. Now, if you're a double ender, and you got a double-ended tipper and you're going, this is actually going to be in some ways easier. And the nice thing about it is, you're already spinning without having to move your wrist around. Because with the single-ended tipper, you have all that extra swing. Like this. You have to go, and there. That's how my wrist is bent, and it goes between this. It goes like that. Okay? The double-ended tippers, not bending nearly as much. And also, this is a shorter dowel tipper with a medium dense wood. You can play more with it. Yeah, so you can have a lot of fun with that. It's harder with the single end. So again, to finish off with that piece, you want to start off with a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark it, mark it, mark, mark, mark. Now just let the triplet roll from both ends. Try the bass. takes a lot of practice and a lot of frustration and a lot of nail biting and a lot of cursing. And if you want to curse when you're trying to do this, you go right ahead. It's not easy. So this is the first bit. I'm sort of doing installments of John Joe Kelly's little combinations here as a bit of lessons plan. I've wanted to do this for a while, but I haven't got around to doing it. Also, apologies. It's been a while since I put up any videos, and also it's been a very weird over Christmas and winter time so far of trying to find a better place to do this. Here, I don't have neighbors to worry about, so I no longer have to bother my neighbors because they were the ones who are saying, can you not do this anymore in your apartment? So this is easier for me. I'm at work, allows me to work, do here, go home, quiet as a mouse. So everything is awesome. So give it a shot. Works for single, works for double end. If you're a fusion holder, it works fine. If you're someone who holds in the middle, it works fine. It is not very good for people who play this way. And it's no good for people who play from the single end here. Sorry, it's just the mechanics of a spinning object like that just doesn't work. So give it a shot. It's nice to be back. And Happy New Year, folks.